I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me that her dad had been hospitalized, and while her dad was hospitalized, he was in like this like a care home for older people, and a guy who was schizophrenic freaked out and tried to eat him.
Oh God!
While he was there.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then he said, "Fuck this, get me out of here," and he wound up dying at home. He wound up dying at home rather than die in the hospital because a guy tried to eat him. Imagine like your last couple days of life are escaping a schizophrenic guy who got out of his room and tried to eat you.
This is why I worked so hard all my life and raised a family, and now I'm here. I mean, that's already your worst fear, is to die away from your loved ones, just around strangers, to be back at the first day of high school, basically, but you're old and everyone's old, but then someone's trying to kill you?
Yeah, and eat you. We don't get rid of people like that quick enough. Like, you know, you get rid of bad dogs. If dogs bite people, you that's
put
a
them
bad
down.
dog. Put them down. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to tell my mother that, because she works with this group called The Village, which creates a network in any given neighborhood where if you're young or you're old, you register, it doesn't cost anything. And basically, this person can live out their final years in their home because they have a network of neighbors who check on them. Like every couple hours, or call me. Here's my cell.
That's
it's like I'm having a chest pain. Okay, cool. Let's just get you to the hospital. Because it's like I think people deserve to, you know, as long as they're not eating people and killing them, they can die in their homes. You know. Yeah,
that's a concern that you really don't ever want to address until it's too late. The concern of when and how do I go?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you have to accept that you're going to go, and some people just have a really hard time with that.
Sure.
And even deep into their old age, when they're just decrepit and they can't make it anymore, they just can't handle the fact that it's all going to end.
No. I mean, that's why you have to live your life to the fullest and not bite your tongue and just be yourself. Because,
I guess, or just chill the fuck out and wait for the end. What do you do?
One of the two. I don't know.
What is the life to the fullest, right? If it's all temporary.
Sure. You know? Absolutely. I mean, there is that point where it's just like, well, is there any point to life? I don't know. I've gone back and forth with Trussell on this, where I'm just like,
Duncan,
yeah.
Duncan will fucking send you down a rabbit's hole with that. Man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, the
Bhagavad Gita, they say that. And he'll make some sense out of it, too.
He will. He is the cosmic trickster, without a doubt. I remember Bourdain, speaking of Bourdain, he was saying, they were like, how would you like to go? And he was just like, I just want just one bullet in the back of my skull, and I don't see it coming.
Yeah, but meanwhile, he did it himself, and he did it with a rope.
Yeah, it's just...
I was friends with him. That fucked me up.
It fucked me up. I wasn't, and I was a fan of his since the first article came out in the New Yorker that he wrote.
It fucks you up because you just go, I wish he called me.
Yeah.
I wish I would have flown to France. Mm-hmm. No, I wouldn't have. I would have said, suck it up, pussy. Don't kill yourself in France.
Yeah, but
come back to America.
You wish he would have checked in.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think it's all about perspective. There are times where we've all come close to not necessarily putting a gun in our mouths or a rope around our necks, but where you just feel like there's no point.
Yeah.
You know, but someone can just come in. I say, like, coming up in the crew that I came up with in Chicago, you know, Kinane and Hannibal, and people like we never let each other get away with shit. Or it's just like, yeah, you're saying that, but fuck you. Like, you need those people in your life. I'll never forget, I went through a horrible breakup, and I was in my apartment for like a week, only leaving to wait tables and bartend, and then I finally came to a show, and Kinane's like, hey, look who pushed aside all the clumps that used Kleenex to be with us. Welcome back, you fucking pussy. And I remember laughing so hard, and it all went away. It all went away.
That's great.
Because you take yourself so seriously, and you're just never going to get better. And it's, I mean, I just think about despair as this demon that latches onto your back, and it's your job to fuck it up, get it off you, you know? Yeah. What's your thing? Fight the bitch in you?
Conquer your inner bitch.
Conquer your inner bitch.
Yeah. Your inner bitch is... I usually, when I'm referring to your inner bitch, I mean the inner bitch that doesn't want you to work out.
Yes. Well, that's the one I relate to the most, where it's I feel that every time I'm in a class, every time I'm in something like that. It's just like something in you just like, I just want to sandbag it. Let me just sandbag just this time.
Well, I mean, everybody has that.
Yeah.
I still have it. But I've got that motherfucker on lockdown now.
Good.
Now, I own him.
Good.
He's in there, though. He's weak.
He never
He's
goes
in
away.
there. Oh, he's always trying to tell you you can take the day off. Maybe your ankle's sore. Maybe you're feeling a little sick. You a little run down.
You should, just take a you day.
The dog looks tired. He doesn't even want to run.
It's not about you. You should take care of that dog.
That dog does not want to run.
My dad said something brilliant on where my dad lately, like he's always been like a guy of no words. You mentioned like hospice living and stuff. My dad used to do hospice, and he was like, "Do I have to talk?" And the guy's like, "No, you can." They just mostly want someone to listen. He's like, "I can do that." And so he would sit by dying people and just nod his head and stuff. And
wow.
But he never talk about it. Where I'd be like, "Dad, what are you doing today?" He's like, "I'm gonna go hang out with Bill." Like, "Dad, who the fuck is Bill?" "There's this guy. He's dying." Like, "Dad, you got to tell me more than this." So now he's opening him up more. But long story long, he was like, when you're waking up in the middle of the night and there's that voice in your head that is telling you you're useless and you haven't done enough with your life and things like that. He's like, "I don't know if there is a devil, but if there is, that's him." And I was like, "Fuck!" And it just blew my mind. And it's like, Dad, you're right. That voice that tells you to give up, that voice that tells you not to to hate yourself and to don't think you're worthy.
Well, it's such a weird pattern, right? Because it doesn't have any real evolutionary benefit. Like,
yeah.
What is the benefit of self-loathing and just sitting around feeling pity?
Yeah. Yeah. There are plenty of people and situations that are going to kick the shit out of you in life anyway. Why do it to yourself?
But there's something good about feeling very disappointed in yourself because then it makes you work harder and like recognize or at least try to realize your potential better and you get more done, you feel better about yourself.